Hello! And welcome back, guys. We're back again. I love it. So we're going to be watching Better Call Saul today. We're all blind to it, of course. And this is episode 7 of season 1 called Bingo. We need to play Bingo.
Bingo.
Who's ready to play some Bingo, guys?
Bingo.
We played some Christmas Bingo, but it's like a very basic version of it. That's shorter than normal Bingo. And that was a lot of fun. I'm going to miss doing that this year because I know we're going to social distance and
Maybe we'll
figure out
do
ways.
some kind of Zoom game this year.
That would be fun. We can
family.
create something like this whole year is about change. Like,
Well,
I'm
boy,
sorry,
you
I'm like
changed
related it to all the shows we're watching because Cora's change right now. That's the season's name. But anyways, this year is about change. There's a lot of bad things, as we know. We're trying to cope. We're trying to figure out new ways to do things with each other. Even just going out in public, everything's so different. So yeah, we'll figure out ways to be together like we are here and do Zoom games. That would be a lot of fun. I think that would be really cool to do.
Yeah.
I got some ideas.
Bingo. I mean, we had fun though, like playing that game. That was always funny because he couldn't hear and he refuses to wear hearing aids. He's such a stubborn man.
Yes,
Any kind of help you give him, he will not do because he doesn't need anything. In
That's
the
right.
Stubborn
Even
guy.
glasses.
So with Bingo, that it was fun with Dad because he couldn't hear anything and he was sitting near me and he was always like, which one? So I would show him the picture. I'm like, this one, Dad. He's like, oh, okay. He would put his little piece on that. But it was funny because he couldn't hear anything. And I'm like, Dad. He's cute. So it will be different this year, but you have good memories.
He'll be looking at Mom saying, what they saying?
I know, I love it. It's so funny. I know, it's like, come on, Mom. So you ready? Let's get into Bingo.
Let's go for it.
107 Bingo.
Oh.
Jimmy.
He's getting threatening voicemails from you, accusing him of petty theft, and walking across the parking lot. Just now, boom, there's a notepad.
Tell you something,
Fix
son.
everything.
Wait till I get you back to Philadelphia.
I'm confused. The state of Pennsylvania can extradite people for returning lost property?
Stay cool.
You're not talking to my client without me.
Yeah, he is.
Huh.
Is he in on something?
Yeah.
So maybe you should talk to her before we do.
I talked.
Those 2 Philly cheesesteaks, they want to lock me up right alongside you. So, work with me here for the both of us.
You're safe, counselor.
It's me, your friendly neighborhood Iceman. Keep the run on bacon. I'll get you next time. Chuck, you there? Chuck, you up there? Hello?
Oh.
Oh, we sounded panicky.
He's up
Chuck?
there, outside.
116, 117, 118, 119, 120. Go.
He's trying to get better in his own
What the
way.
hell was that?
To build up a tolerance for electromagnetic fields.
Seriously?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like,
I love how casual
like
he is about
taking
it.
small
Yeah, that's like-
doses of poison. I've been trying to get acclimated to it. I got up to 2 minutes today.
Jesus, Chuck.
Yeah.
That's
2
awesome.
days ago, I could barely stand 30 seconds. I'm trying to get up to 5 minutes by next week.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
That's huge for him to go out there like that.
Definitely.
There is.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, even with the foil before, he was panicking.
You're not
Oh,
planning to
he
leave
wants
me
to
here.
look. Start working.
Yeah, I don't know, Jimmy. Business is that good?
Just an incentive.
Booming. Streets of gold.
Yes,
So,
I'm sure they're
we
correct.
good here? See you tomorrow, same time.
Oh, boy.
He knows what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Good work. Got it.
Mm-hmm. Woohoo!
Well, don't you miss the nail salon?
Well, I can always visit, you know? Get some French tips.
Ah,
Got a
might
decent
be a little
sized
too
conference room, not as big as Hamlin's, but you know, it's cozy.
Make it look like the front of a Cracker Barrel, huh?
This is me.
I love it. This is way better than the other one.
You think?
Yeah, who goes in here? Because I'd be all up in
You.
here if I were you.
You.
Well, you said you were interested in elder law.
oh no, it's awkward.
No, please.
I want to see the kitchen.
Oh, he was really
Oh,
banking
yeah,
on that.
yeah.
Not banking, but emotionally.
Frankly, we've worked very hard to stave off an arrest.
after the misunderstanding about your
They're really
camping
tough.
trip.
You're being
I
Yeah.
was concerned you might be a flight risk.
That's right.
Deal. I hate that terminology. A deal is what they got OJ.
Well, Betsy, maybe we should
This
be
is
more
terrible
coherent.
term.
Yeah, okay, okay.
What kind of deal?
Which would include 16 months in a county facility.
16 months.
Down
It's
from
way better than 30 years.
And you
That's
most
right,
likely
yeah.
wouldn't serve all of it. It includes the stipulation that you return $1.6 million in
She
misappropriated
won't want
funds.
to.
Get back the money.
But there is no money.
There's no money.
We told you.
I
She
understand.
just wants it all for herself.
However, I'm sorry, I think under the circumstances, this is your best option.
Murderers and rapists. And this is how
Okay, okay.
Sorry, Karen.
That's
there
right.
is no money.
But your other choice, that is
It's
no choice.
bad. A lot
Yes,
worse.
yes, it is.
And Craig goes to prison for decades.
She
Your
doesn't
children
care.
will grow up
She doesn't
staring
care.
back through bars.
You're fired.
I knew
I have
it.
a feeling she's not going to want to give up that money.
Yeah.
She's not going to want to
That
give up
won't
the
be
money.
necessary.
Everyone saw that.
They're gonna go back to sleep.
Now it's gonna be her fault.
Oh, jeez.
You're gonna have difficult clients now and again. You can't please everybody.
I hope you all took your heart pills, because it's almost too much excitement, right?
Heart pills.
Which one will it be?
Oh, he's at the nursing home.
Say your prayers, here it comes. All right, all right, what do we have here? Wait for it. B6, just like the vitamin, right, which you should be taking. Keep things moving.
He knows
in the old
exactly what
GI
to
tract.
say.
Oscar and Felix. Felix can wash himself. Oscar won't.
That's me.
What a lovely story.
I'm gonna be her.
Thank you. Offices of James McGill, Esquire, how may I direct your call? Deja vu, hello again. Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
So how may I be of service?
They're gonna be a pain.
Craig is innocent and we expect you to prove
She's
that.
like that.
We won't see his name smeared like this any longer. We've parted.
Oh,
ways.
you wanted coffee? Oh.
He's gonna talk to Kim.
Someone else in there though.
Okay.
Hey there.
Oh.
Funny story. I found something that belongs to you. Again.
I know this is a lot to ask, but you have to convince them to come back to HHM.
Oh,
What's it
jeez.
worth to you?
Jimmy, I'm serious. They left because they think they can win this case, but they can't.
Sorry. Woo. The mysteries of the bladder, right?
So, how do we get started? Do you need us to sign that little paper?
God, she's so stupid.
She's really
All three just parachute down from cloud cuckoo land.
Yeah.
We know
That's right. Thank you.
there
Yeah.
is. It exists.
What did that-
And it just, please, for my own
Thank
sanity,
you so much, Jimmy.
you can't hide a big bag of cash forever.
If there were any money.
Lady, enough.
If there was anyone
There were any money.
Oh my God, you're
There
so
would have to be a
Jeez.
full accounting of it.
into to Jimmy
I'll bring it back
and
to
his
you.
money.
That includes the 30,000.
Craig, yes, he can.
Retainer.
Here are your files. I'm not going to discuss my employee policies with you.
God, he's not good at
I'm
decision
gonna need some
making.
help here.
Yeah.
She's a good
You sure
employee.
Kick that can too.
God. Oh.
There's no lighting.
That's schmuck. You didn't do anything wrong.
I lost the client. For starters, they've got reams of checks he wrote for false expenses. And I can't even challenge their admission into evidence because he wrote them to himself.
Oh, shh.
Maybe he'll come up with the money to give it back to them or something. He always has crazy ideas. I'm like, what's he gonna think of? What's he,
Right.
That's right.
he still has it. Most of it.
Thinking about getting out of it by paying it back.
Yeah, he just.
I don't know.
That's awesome. Mike is on the job.
Yeah.
That's so scary.
Right in.
So quiet, not much time. Hopefully you don't bump into one of them.
Mhm.
The big reveal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Go, Mike.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I love to see her face when she finds out.
That
there's
was
no woman.
so hard for him, though. Like, that was
Yeah,
gonna help
it's
him
tough,
out,
yeah.
for sure.
But before we get to the nitty gritty, I think we should chat about your deal.
We told you there would be no deal.
You did, didn't you? In the upstairs bathroom, under the sink? Wait, how could you?
Oh, look at her. We know now. Oh, boy.
They're so, like, desperate and selfish. I don't know.
No. Where is it?
Oh,
But you didn't have the
you
money.
mean the money? On its way to the DA's desk, right about now.
What? You thief.
Takes one to know one, doesn't it? Okay.
We will have you
What are you
arrested.
gonna do? Try it.
I can see how upset you are.
She's ridiculous.
Even on a good day, you and Logic are. Because right now, only Mr. Kettleman is on the hook for the whole embezzlement kerfluffle. But the bribe was, yeah, that implicates you as well. The occasional conjugal. Maybe it won't be all bad. You'll probably wind up running your own gang. Think you folks need to know about me? I got nothing to lose.
Let's find another lawyer.
Betsy.
No,
Gosh.
no.
God, she's so stupid.
Let's face
You
it.
have to put up with this.
Oh,
You're
jeez.
criminals.
The kids.
I don't feel sorry for you.
Yeah, he feels bad. I love how he
like
talks
Jimmy.
to them, though. Me too.
He
He's
was
like
great.
Logic and you. Pew.
Oh, yeah.
And their meeting place. Oh, they're in the back seats. All right, now you get your clients back.
I'm a good friend.
Very much. So now we can't do it because that extra money was probably going to help.
That's
them in
right,
this
that's
place.
I wonder
Right.
if the
Just the
elder law
elderly.
boost was their
Yeah,
money.
Yes, probably was.
maybe both.
They'd be so good together, I think.
I know. I think so too.
Yeah.
God, it's like you're flying in the clouds. Don't break the windows.
Oh my God. Oh.
Oh.
Law offices of James M. McGill, how may I direct your call?
Oh, he's so
Oh my
professional.
God.
Still. Kind of.
I felt bad for him. But,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
I love learning more about him.
Right.
Oh, I felt so bad.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
I did too. You know, he tried so hard to bring them back to Kim, and
That's right.
that
Yeah.
Mrs. Kettleman, boy, she
Oh,
just.
They were
Jeez.
both so crazy. Like, her
Her
husband, like, he finally talked some sense into her a little bit at the end. Like, you
Finally,
gotta think of the
yes.
kids, but man, she really had power over him, and he
Yeah,
was
that's
just so
right.
mean
She doesn't
around
care
her.
about her husband. She
Talk about
cares
being
about the money.
crazy. And she did care about her husband, though. I thought
well,
maybe she wasn't going to care about him.
Yeah,
I
I
thought
think
during
so at
that
the end.
deal, before she started,
Yeah,
like, going
that's what I
crazy and
thought.
saying, like, we don't want a deal. No, you're going to make this work for us, to Kim. I thought when Kim gave her or them that option, but it was pretty much her because he wasn't going to have that say. It was her in the end, you know? So I thought she was going to be like,
everything.
yeah, so I
Yeah,
thought
she
she was
can-
going to be like, oh, yeah, he can go to jail or something. We'll work that out. But no, like, she took it beyond that where she was like, well, no, we're not guilty at all. Deny, deny,
That's right.
deny.
She
Right,
wants
we
the
don't
money.
have any money.
Yeah,
wants
just
the
trying
money.
to be victimized and be
Yeah.
like, well, all these worse people are out there, but you're spending time on us when we're not as bad as
Yeah,
other
right.
people. I'm like, come on, like you freaking stole money and lied about it. to
You
the
are
government.
a
Yeah.
criminal,
right.
Mrs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
so
is.
she was so annoying. So how fun was that with Kim though? Because she's a great lawyer. Not
Yes, she
fun,
is,
but it was
yeah.
entertaining, and I felt so bad for her. You know, it shows you like she is so good, and Hamill was right to just he was immediately going to move her and punish her by taking her to the cornfields or whatever they called it.
Yeah.
Yes,
And she's
yeah.
so
He moved
good at
her
her
up.
job. Yeah, just like that because she
Something
lost
like
a
that.
client. I'm like, you're going to get crazy people sometimes that no matter what you tell them, they're dumb and they're not going to
Oh,
even
yeah.
have any common sense at all. And here
Right,
you go.
You're gonna lose a client here and there.
Yeah, so for him to just be like, well, that's policy or whatever, this is how it goes. And yeah, I did not like
No,
that.
it's not
So
like that.
we're seeing, of course, Jimmy, like he has this side of him where he does care. Like he does bad things now and again. And
Yeah,
but
he does.
he had to give up the money to make it work so that threat couldn't, I mean, like that threat
How
still
great
could
is
happen.
that, though?
That's right,
How
yes.
he got the money back.
Oh my
With
gosh,
Mike's
so that's
help.
good, yeah.
As bad as that is, I was so excited to see Mike doing what we
Yes,
know,
yeah.
you know, from Breaking
Yes.
Bad. So, I mean, not as bad, but sneaking into a
Yeah.
house. That's
Yeah,
really freaking scary
my
because
Goodness.
that was a gorgeous house. Holy crap. Like, I can't even fathom having a house like that. But with all those windows of all the shows we watch, I'm like, I could never have a house with so many windows if I had that kind of money. Because I mean, the people are going to break in like Mike. Like, they'll know how to do it very easily.
Oh,
and very
definitely, yeah.
quiet. Oh, my God. It's so freaking scary. But I
They
love
didn't
how
have a security
professional he is.
system.
Yeah, because nowadays, I know this probably came out many years ago, but still, like a lot of people have security systems. They've been around for a long time. You have this
Oh,
much
yeah.
money, you'd think you would have something like that. So I was
Right.
thinking that with Mike, because Mike is so professional, maybe he would know where to look. But cameras can be so discreet now that how would you even know I mean, teddy
That's right,
bear
definitely,
up
yeah.
in the ceiling somewhere, but they could be in hidden places you don't even know.
Yeah,
Unless you have
definitely.
some kind of like scanner or something with you, they could probably detect one. So it was exciting. I'm glad there weren't any cameras because, of course, we were rooting for Mike and Jimmy. And him
I
eating
loved
all the
it.
apples on the tree,
yes.
just waiting.
You're so patient.
Yeah, fresh apples right off. Ooh, yum, you know, and healthy too. I felt bad for Jimmy, but that was a huge step for him to give back the money so he wouldn't get screwed, and it was the right thing to do, like you said.
That's right, because they were not going to let it go. They were
she didn't
not.
want
They were
to.
being stubborn. They were being
Especially her.
irresponsible. They were just being a total obnoxious client. They were terrible.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
she was driving it.
Yeah.
That's right.
It was just a
definitely.
yes.
She
yes,
was so
yes, dear,
irritating.
yes.
And any kind of field you're in, when you have to deal with customers, like you're going to have people like that now and again. They're in complete denial. There's no way around it. They're not going to see your way. It's like about them and that's it. And that's what they want. And victimize. And so I like how they showed that. And you have like the best lawyer working with them, and they're like, nope, you're wrong because we're right and we don't want to hear any different and blah blah blah. So I love how, I keep saying Saul, but I love how Jimmy just told him as it is, like what we wanted to say to them, and he was just like, okay, you know, just like kind of tell them to shut up and listen, like you're a little crazy. I love what he was saying to her. But then she threatened him, and I'm like, oh god, I'm like, she's so annoying. But hey, you know what? So they're getting punished, and they're going to take that deal now. Thank goodness that Kim found a deal and worked really hard to get this deal.
She did. She worked super hard on that, and for them to just walk away and fire her, and then go back to Jimmy.
Yeah, and being like, well, you offered us all this before, and why is it different now? Because you screwed me over. You said you were gonna take
definitely.
me, and then,
and you insulted him, and you said,
big time.
People only have him because you're the lawyer that only guilty people have.
Yeah,
That's right.
that was actually a good point from the beginning too, to show that she's not guilty from the start. She's just not guilty.
Yeah, I like that.
My God, so very entertaining. I'm glad. I guess Kim probably will get her job back after this.
Yeah, she'll be
2-year instead of 10-year plan, you know.
And Jimmy also, he just plays the clients that he has. He plays bingo with the
that's
elderly.
good. I like
He's
that.
just-
Yeah.
He knows how to be personal to gain trust. You know, they say, I forget what the exact saying is, but you know, when you have someone negative, word spreads like crazy, you know, with that. But you got to really be involved with the positive, because that can also go far as well. You know, you want word of mouth of a lot more good than bad. So it's great that he's actually getting to know the community. And
That's
even though
good.
he's not, I mean, he is a great lawyer. He's not like by the book all the time, but that was fun with him playing bingo with that.
Oh,
like
that
that
was good.
hilarious.
Yeah,
I
that
love
was
that
good.
a lot.
And I also love the fact that he dropped off the files at his brother's house after he saw that
Chuck,
he was
yes,
having some improvement going outside,
Oh,
and is possibly giving his brother something to do,
that's right.
and maybe
Yeah.
get his feet wet
Oh,
again.
good.
I think that'll be good for him, because Chuck is so smart. But
Yes.
with this whole sickness, like, it is a disease, because it doesn't sound like it's real, which of course obviously we are sure it's not. But he is so smart that he made himself believe that it is true.
That's right.
So
it's mental.
he needs
mental
to keep
one.
busy and have his mind elsewhere instead of obsessing over this whole electromagnetic, whatever it is, like disease that he has, or
Yes.
allergy that he has. Jimmy is so freaking good to him. I love it, because he is very real with him when they're talking. Not
Yes.
real like being truthful, but he is on a level of understanding where he's just like, oh yeah, like it's normal. And when Chuck went out there and he's like, okay, I'm trying to build up tolerance, like Jim was like, oh, that's good. Like
He was
actually went with
really.
it.
That's right.
Did you see his face? How happy
He
he
was, like,
was.
relieved.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes,
he was so
yeah.
happy to see Chuck do that. He was
Yes,
so
yes.
happy.
I enjoyed that
It's
a
a
lot.
good brother there.
Yeah, you can really
yeah.
feel it
Really
too. It was really
Yeah.
good to be like that, because they're both so super smart. But sometimes you can get frustrated. Like that one part where Jimmy, a few episodes ago, he was like, "Take that off, take that
With the
blanket off,
blanket,
take
yes.
it off." And he just had a trigger where he's like, "You gotta take that off," because he just, you know, he had so much stress in his life at that moment. And he's like, "Just do it." It just he couldn't take it. But he really does understand his brother a lot and wants to help out. So that was a good relief to see him go out there like that and try. And he was out there for a lot longer than I thought he would ever be out
Right,
there.
Yes.
I thought he might be outside last second before we saw him, but I'm like, okay, he has his blanket on, and because when he went out before to get the mail or get the newspaper, he had the blanket on, was freaking the heck out.
Yes,
So for
he
him
just
to
wanted
just
to
be
down.
bare bone out there, not
He
that,
wouldn't
but
come
like
back.
that.
Yeah.
but
Like
just
that.
And he was dressed nice,
Normal.
and
Yes, he was.
yeah.
and to just be out in direct sunlight, that was huge for him. So I'm really
Good
hoping
for
that
him.
goes
He's trying.
somewhere. He's trying, and
Yes,
I hope
yes.
that doesn't backfire. That would be so cool to see him come back.
Yeah.
I hope
And
so.
it could be a thing where he can see Jimmy improving, so now mentally he's improving.
Maybe, yeah, because
Even more
he
so,
kept
because
saying
now he
that.
has all this clientele, and
Yeah,
It's like,
you were
it's
so
totally
right.
true
So
with
I'm hoping
Jimmy.
that's a thing.
Yeah.
But then Jimmy will always have to stay on the up and up if he can. But
Yeah.
he does try for the
Oh,
most
yeah.
part, you know.
So I wonder if he's going to
Yes.
keep that office or not.
I don't know if he's going to keep that place or not. And he
How
gave
can you
back the
afford
money,
it?
the $30,000. So I don't know if you have that in his plan to get that place because that was expensive, and
He
he was getting money
probably
from
did.
other work. But
I
yeah,
think
so
it
he was
wasn't
really
that.
upset, and I think he's losing that place. I'm
Yeah, I
assuming
think so.
I'm
because he lost the
assuming
money.
too, because he
Me
was so
too.
sad at the end. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
And
do
plus, Kim
love.
didn't go with him.
Yeah, I do love the idea that he was going to offer. I think you said that first, Kim. Like, oh, I think he's going to offer it to her, and I was like,
Yeah, that's
afterwards,
going
like
on.
you're right, and giving her the better office. Like, how
Yeah, that's cute.
respectful and
That's
sweet
nice,
is
yeah.
that? That is so nice.
Yeah,
And
it
I know it
is.
didn't work out, and she's an awesome person too because
She
her
is,
line
I
of
like
work, she
it.
has to be professional. She deals with a lot of awkwardness and stuff. Look at his little mitts. He's like little mitts. He's like, don't play with my toes, mama. He's so cute. I like how it was an awkward situation, but they're friends, they're close, and she knows how to go along with it, and she denied it, but she was nice about it, and then she walked away and said, let's see this kitchen. Like, it wasn't just like, okay, yeah,
I gotta
awkward.
go or something like
Yeah,
that. She
like-
didn't. She just.
Yeah, like she just
along
kept it
Changed,
like their friendship and tried to act like that didn't happen kind of thing. But I like how she handled that.
And I think
Okay.
Howard put her in the cornfield because the case went to his direct opposition.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it went right to her friend.
Yeah.
So it went right
So
to Jimmy.
it was all
so he-
emotion, yeah, because
That's right,
his pride was
I think
injured.
he has a little
Probably,
jealousy
yeah.
there, a little
Which sucks that
friction
he's
there. Which
doing
she just
judgment
sued him
against her.
for, you know, trying to marketing for
It's
mimicking
terrible.
him. Yeah,
Absolutely terrible. I that was funny though. I
that's the
enjoyed
brother
that.
involvement. So there's a lot of stuff in the mix.
Oh
I
my
can see.
God, yeah.
It just stinks because what a judgment call. Like, how professional is that? Like, I know Kim has contact and she's friends with Jimmy. She's hanging out with him, and I think Hamlin is just very jealous and like his pride is getting hurt, so he's using bad calls to get what he
Yeah.
wants and punish others when he's out of control. When he doesn't have the control he wants. Very good show. Can't wait to watch more, guys. I do really
It's
enjoy
good,
this.
it is.
A
It's
few of
good.
you have warned us that it's not like Breaking Bad, so don't have that in our heads. So far, I like the story. I know it's not the same.
do.
It was very intense with Tuco in the beginning and a few other things, but mainly Tuco. We're still early on in the series, so we'll see where this goes. And I like it so far, and I
Okay,
like
me
learning
too.
more about Saul, Jimmy. I keep going back and forth. But
Yeah.
I like Nacho. I want to see him back.
Not
I
just
do, but I don't.
Yeah, I know.
He's
And-
really cute too.
And I think we talked about that too. I talked to a few fans about it, but early on with Saul in Breaking Bad, when Walt and Jesse confront him in the beginning when they first met him or whatever, and he's like, "Did Nacho send you?" He actually said that. Of course, I don't remember that line. I
don't
kind of
remember.
do,
Yeah.
like him saying, "Who sent you?" or something, and they put a bag over his head, or they had bags on their head. That's right, and then they had a talk, and that was so
gotcha.
early
Oh.
on in the series.
Oh,
But
yeah.
that's who he was referring to in this one.
Saul.
So that,
Oh.
Okay.
yeah, because Saul was referring to that
Yes.
to Walt and
Okay, yeah.
Jesse. And it was just funny because I didn't realize the name. So you guys were clarifying that on Patreon and on
Okay.
YouTube. So,
Mhm.
yeah, so that makes
Alright.
sense. Yeah.
Maybe we'll see him more.
Maybe we will.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
will.
if you're watching on Patreon, it's right before Halloween, so happy Halloween. If you're watching on YouTube, I hope you had a wonderful Halloween, because it should be like just under a week after. So, thank you guys so much for watching. It means a lot to us. We have such a good fan base. We have a wonderful community that's really respectful to each other and to us, and you guys are helping us grow and supporting us through Patreon. So, thank you so much, guys, for all your dedication, as much as we
Yes,
dedicate to the
thank you.
channel and all the hard work we do. But thank you guys so much, and we'll see you very soon as always. Bye, guys.
Bye.